Hello everybody, welcome back to Point Zero Games. My name is Josh, and this is Mr. Patrick Cosgrove off to the side. We've both been tagged for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge by our good friend and local Heroclix player, Mr. Derek Myers. So in turn, we are going to end up dumping some buckets of water over our head. However, being that this is a gaming channel, we wanted to make sure that it was related to the channel. Last week, we were supposed to release a video talking about our top picks for the Guardians of the Galaxy Heroclix set, and we got lazy about that. So in turn, due to our laziness, we're not just going to take one bucket of ice water, we'll take 2 buckets of ice water each. The first one, we're going to dump ice water over our head and then go over our top 5 pulls. Second one, we will take, and then we will give our nominations. For anybody who doesn't know, ALS is a degenerative disease that ends up forcing somebody to lose all of their motor skills. It's an absolutely devastating disease to any family to have to deal with. We've already made our donations as of last week when we got tagged. So to everybody out there that's living with ALS, you know, our hearts go out to you, and thank you to everybody that has done the Ice Bucket Challenge and donated. In the month of August alone, they've made over $89 million for ALSA.org, where you can go donate. You can also go to alstdi.net, multiple other websites. Try to donate locally if you can. By comparison, in 2013 alone, they made $1.9 million. So for anybody that says the Ice Bucket Challenge doesn't work, piss off and shut the door. So I'm going to move these over so I don't get my sandals dirty. You ready for this?
No.
Yep, neither am I. Do it!
Oh! Alright, so anyway. My first prime pull is definitely Dark Hawk, who is the prime version of the Common Raptor. He has a great skill base and a fantastic trait that allows him to go back to click number 2 after taking a round of having -2 into his defensive ability and not being able to do anything else. My second pull is Major Victory. He's gonna use some of Josh's ice here. I don't know.
Go ahead. Oh my god, go ahead. I'll go. Number 5 on my list is Mr. Killraven. 76 points, has an outwit that he can target each person within 3 squares. Absolutely fantastic, and don't see how this can't be a centerpiece. AV never goes below 11. Really fantastic with Guardians of the Galaxy keyword. It means that you can end up giving him the ability for his powers to not be countered. Probably one of the most powerful outwits that you can get in the game. Patrick, give me number 4.
Number 4 is definitely going to be Major Victory. I think this is going to be a staple in standard modern play for a good long while.
Oh god, that's cold.
Guardians of the Galaxy ATA starts off with Running Shot and Pen Psychic Blast and a special telekinesis that he can use twice as long as it's targeting Guardians of the Galaxy. Characters with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword. Number 4, go.
Number 4 on my list is going to be Proxima Midnight. She's super rare, 100 points. Black Order keyword. Her Cull Obsidian trait is fantastic. Her other 2 traits allow her to use Tracer Mark. She gets 9 range with 3 attacks, with 3 targets. And when she ends up attacking somebody with a ranged combat attack, they get one of the Tracer tokens. She can deal penetrating damage to them at the beginning of the turn off of a D6 roll. Fantastic dial. Starts with Running Shot, Pen Psych Blast. Absolute monster, and on top of which the sculpt features her over a dead body. It's pretty much the greatest thing since JL52's Deathstroke. Number 3, Patrick, go.
Number 3 for me is Martyr. She's a fantastic support and offhand attacker at 160 points. She starts off with Hypersonic Speed and Stealth, Pen Blast, 3 damage with Perplex, and Invulnerability, and it's cold.
It's real cold.
She also gets a damage special, which allows her to, as a free action, either heal every single adjacent character for 1 click of damage, or heal 1 friendly character for 2 clicks of damage, and it deals 1 unavoidable point of damage to herself. While this sounds like a finishing click, something that would be near the tail end, kill her, heal somebody else, she actually gets this for 4 clicks in a row and then goes straight to regeneration. She can stay in the fight for a long time, and with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, she can take the ATA, meaning her powers cannot be countered. She is fantastic.
Number 3 for me is Major Victory. 95 points, no end on, but it doesn't matter. He starts with 11 AV on top dial. He gets Pen Psych Blast. He has 4 damage, and on top of which he gets a damage special with Leadership, Perplex, and Telekinesis. He can throw a second person with Telekinesis if they have Guardians of the Galaxy keyword. This is a Guardians of the Galaxy set. All the awesome pieces have Guardians of the Galaxy. They can get the ATA for 4 points where their abilities can't be countered. Have you guys figured that out yet? Guardians of the Galaxy are fucking awesome. Go. Number 3.
Number 3 for me. Oh, fuck. I had it. I'm just going to go straight to Sphinx. Sphinx is deity, ruler, and something else keyword. I can't even remember. He has a trait that allows him to place a special marker. By the way, he's 190 points. He places a special marker. He can move away from that marker, and at the beginning of your turn, he can teleport straight back to it. It's a place, not a movement, so he gets a free breakaway on that. Also, despite the fact that he has Pulse Wave for days and a lot of running shot and hypersonic, his 4th click goes to his attack and damage special. Meaning that on this 1 click alone, he has 12 hypersonic, 12 AV that allows him to use Outwit, Perplex, the colossal or giant size combat ability, and Power Cosmic. His damage special gives him shape change and probability control. It has some real staying power, especially with 19D and Impervious and 5 damage on that dial. He doesn't get any worse than that, never falls below 10 AV, and is a monster at 190 points.
My next piece is Death Urge. He's a fantastic piece. Couldn't tell you how many points he is because I can't remember, but I think it's 140. The thing that makes him strong is the fact that he gets the ability to use BCF, and it's automatically a penetrating attack. Moreover, his BCF roll is equivalent to the click number that somebody's on. He doesn't start getting this until 3rd dial out of 8 clicks, but regardless of that, it means that he's a great finisher piece. When you've got a big piece that you've just got to knock the fuck out, he's going to be the guy that's going to be able to take care of it with no problem, because all you got to do is just knock him down early, especially with pieces like Proxima Midnight or Major Victory, and then he turns into an absolute monster doing the rest of the finishing work and cleanup. Number 1.
Number 1 for me should have been actually number 4. It's going to be the Common Nova. He's 60 points. He only has 5 clicks, but it doesn't even matter. He has running shot and stealth on the top dial, ESD, but his attack special is what you want. It's a special pulse wave at 11 AV that does locked damage of 2. Yes, 2, which means he can hit everybody for 2 for like 3 clicks in a row. He doesn't fall below 10 AV when doing this. Yeah, he's only 5 clicks, and no, he doesn't have a whole lot of defense. It doesn't matter. He's 60 points. He's a throwaway piece that can possibly do a lot of damage to your entire opponent's team.
My number 1 pick is going to be Super Giant, the rare out of Guardians of the Galaxy. The piece has Outwit that can reduce combat values, which is already amazing. But then you look at her dial, and it's just a solid dial. She doesn't have a ton of great special abilities, but the fact that her dial is super solid, barely ever goes below a 10 AV, barely ever goes below 3 damage. Super solid dial for super low amount of points. You guys know I don't like anything over 150, which is why these are the 5 pieces I picked. Absolutely fantastic piece, and definitely something that you should look into getting. So that's the end of our top 5 pulls. Fairly simple. Now for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, we need to do another bucket. Jesus, after that, I'm not ready for this, man. But it's really cold on your feet. Oh, good. All right, so we're gonna do the second bucket, and if I don't die, we are going to make our nominations. Actually, let's just make our nominations first. No?
Gotta do it like
Gotta do it like men? All right, here we go. Oh, God. I'm gonna nominate. Oh, God, who was I nominating? I'm gonna nominate Mr. Nathan French, Mr. Donald Green, and who was the third one? You know what? Torian Flanagan. You guys have 24 hours to either dump a bucket of ice water your overhead, donate to ALSA, donate any amount that you can. Doesn't matter. Oh my God, that is ridiculous. Patrick.
I'm gonna go back home for mine. James Howard, Jesse Natividad, Matthew Esteem. Get your ass in this water.
Oh,